Okay, this is another Batman figure review. I am obsessed with comics and Marvel and DC. These are good figures. That's probably the only word I'd use. Good. More for this one, I'd say it's a very good figure, especially because of the size of it. It's 3¼ inches. I'm not sure. But yeah, the detail is pretty cool. Lots of detail. It looks exactly the same as the normal Batman The Dark Knight figures, which were 6 inches, I think, but I'm not sure about that. They might have been 5 inches tall, but they have exactly the same detail. Some of the joints of the other ones, but it doesn't have the waist movement or the upper arm, well, middle forearm joints, probably because of the size. Mattel, you expect limited movement for these size figures, although I was quite surprised to see the joint in the legs, which was quite surprising, really. It was quite a nice surprise, though. Okay, yeah, it does have, like I say, limited joints. It has a joint at the neck. I don't want to do that too much. A joint in the neck, the arms, here in the leg, then the lower leg. That's it. Then it's got this really cool cloth cape, and then more detail on the back, which is a shame because you can't see that. Although they have done a lot of variants in this figure, especially with the Quick Tech, whatever they are, which for the price they're not worth it, especially not at the size of these. Although surprisingly they're exactly the same size as, hold on, my favourite figure of all time, because I waited months for this, and it's quite hard to get this figure especially in this country, but I managed to get it from Toys R Us, which I was so happy when I got it. And I got this one from Toys R Us. This one's priced at about £7 to £9. This one was £5.99, which was okay, but these are more expensive because of how many joints they have. I'll do a review of that, because they are fantastic. So for the price, that's probably why they are cheaper. But I mean, funny enough, I paid 99p for this figure. I couldn't believe I paid that much. And I paid about £4 for Sinestro in these. I was a big fan of the Green Lantern movie, and I ended up buying hundreds of the figures whenever I could get them. I mainly got them from bargain shops after the film. But they're exactly the same size, which is good, so if you decide to display the Batman, you could display it with all of these as well. But we're focusing mainly on the Batman. You buy the figure, you get the figure, and nothing else. You get Batman and the packaging. I know for a fact that in America you get the Batman, giant oversized Batarang, that if he was to throw that, he would be super strong and could probably take out 3 people with that. And some of them have come with, like, one came with a grapple gun, swords, just weird crap, things like that. But I don't think it needs it. I mean, G.I. Joe weapons, they're just as good, I suppose. I created my own grapple gun for him, because I like the grapple gun. Yeah, I do love this figure. Price at £6, it's alright, yeah. And then there's this figure, which is the Bane. Yeah. Right, okay. 1 minute. Hair in my mouth, which isn't pleasant. Disproportionate. He's got arms like a gorilla, and he's not a gorilla. Just you know, I suppose the face might throw you a bit. But yeah, the size of his arms are probably longer than his legs. That ain't right. No, that's not right. But for £6, yeah, what can you expect? The movie masters are a lot better than these, and they're a lot more expensive. They're triple the price. he's very detailed. He's not got a lot of paint on him. I mean, the paint on the head, that looks quite good, although it has leaked a bit. And then there's a pretty decent paint job on the back, more on the front, I suppose. And still, no accessories. In America, they do come with like blades and stuff, but they don't really need it, especially not for display. I suppose the one thing they probably do need is a display stand, like you get with the Batman Arkham City figures, which I don't include in the reviews because they're not exactly anything special, apart from with the Jervis Tech, which he needs a stand because he's tiny. He's probably about the same size as these figures, and he can't stand up. Which these can stand up, sort of, in a way. They're pretty much the same size as the DC mini statues or the chess pieces, which I have a few of those. I suppose I can review those. Please comment if you would like me to review some of the mini statues or chess pieces. I can get onto doing that. But yeah, they're not bad figures. They are worth having, I suppose. They're probably worth waiting for when they're like £2 or whatever. Yeah, the best thing about this series of Batman Dark Knight stuff, Dark Knight Rises figures, is probably the Batpod with Batman. They're good. This going back to the Batman. This is the Bane from the film, by the way. That's pretty much how he looks in the film. Although he does have a coat, like a big fluffy coat, a bit like Hush's. Yeah, but this is partly Batman's suit. Although in the film, Batman's suit is entirely black with the occasional lighter black in some of the different parts of the padding on his suit. But this is more of a variant, a comic style variant, which I preferred this one to the black one because I've got a black one in the bigger ones with the Joker, which I like the Joker. Why so serious? And he's got the exact same face as the other Batman, which, yeah, I like this figure. Bit weird how the paint goes weird there. But yeah, it's a very good figure. The bat signals. I keep picking up bad points, but I do like it. Yeah. I'll go for one more bad point. The joints in the legs are pathetic. They are crap. They are very weak, although they are stiff. But they're just gonna break. So I'm not gonna do that too much. But yeah, pick one up. If you can get it cheap, then it's worth getting it cheap. But yeah, they are worth getting. I do like them. So thanks for watching, and please comment. And I'll be doing some more reviews soon. Thank you very much.